WTFGamersonly Show.
Hey everybody, I'm Nolan Mackey, and this is
Kenzie Mackey,
and this is our friend
Haley Mailer.
Yes, and we're gonna give you a guide, a beginner's guide to the Kingdom Hearts series today. So my wife here has never played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. I know,
Nope.
Hard to believe. I've actually only played.
I don't know why I'm friends with her.
That's actually a good point. I've only played a few of the games, and this is our resident Kingdom Hearts expert. So she's going to tell us where Kenzie should start, a little bit about the series and everything, and just pretty much everything. But let's just make this for people that have no idea where to start with Kingdom Hearts, anything about it. What is Kingdom Hearts, Haley? What made you a fan of this series?
Where it originally started is that you both know that why my gaming selection is so small is because I'm building it from scratch. My parents didn't necessarily like video games, so I didn't really necessarily have a large, board to jump off of. But eventually, family stuff, and my cousin moved in with us, and she had a PS2, and she had Kingdom Hearts 1. But the funny thing was that she had it from Blockbuster, and it was in like a white case, and she had like Kingdom Hearts drawn in a heart with blue marker. And I actually discovered this like a couple of weeks ago. Like her mom told us the story about she borrowed it so much that Blockbuster just gave it to her. She was so nice. And I'm like, that's so amazing. I found out they just didn't return it. so
I could have told you that.
But I remember my favorite part, the reason why I love Kingdom Hearts so much, or what I'm excited for you've kind of seen the beginning, but that's my favorite part of Kingdom Hearts is the beginning of the first one. Kingdom Hearts 2 kind of plays homage to it, but Kingdom Hearts 1, when you start up the game, especially with like the music video with Hikari and like all the J-pop and all the stuff, you're like, yeah. And then it just kind of throws like a mind fuck at you, and you're just kind of like, what is going on? And you're like, Disney? What? This isn't Disney at all. Like, this is like, fever dream stuff. What's happening? And it's very, mysterious and all that stuff. And it's just, you're just sitting there like, what is going on? And I love JRPGs for that.
One thing I gotta say about this series is I'm not a huge JRPG person. Mm-hmm. Never have been. I don't really get into it. I don't hate it. There's certain ones I do really like.
It might help that I'm also a giant weeb.
Well, yeah, but it's just even if you're not, I feel like
little weebo.
Little weebo.
I feel like this game series in particular can make you a fan of JRPG. Every time I play one of these, I'm like, I should play more JRPGs. And then you gotta be selective about which ones you want to play. Mm-hmm. But this series, I think anybody could enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so special.
So JRPGs are kind of
they're daunting.
Yeah.
And they're big time sinks.
That's why I haven't. Well, honestly, Breath of the Wild is probably the first game I really put a lot of hours in that. Mm-hmm. An RPG type of game. I mean, I don't consider Grand Theft Auto with the free open world stuff. That's still not RPG stuff. So, I mean, I realize I can do it, but for the longest time, just thinking about all the hours that had to be put into a game, just really made me not want to play it.
Yeah,
well, that's why this is perfect for you.
Because you can beat Kingdom Hearts 1. Probably in under 30 hours. Yeah. You can do it. You can do it. It might be a little hard. No, I don't think
that's about average. Because I remember when I beat 2, it was 32 hours.
Yeah, no.
I spent a little bit extra time grinding.
2, I don't think you have to grind as much. Yeah. This one, most of the time, it won't be you're putting hours into it because you're lost, or no, you won't be putting hours into it because you're, there's so much to do. But it'll mostly be because you're lost. Yeah. Especially in the Tarzan world, when you fall and you start from the bottom.
Forgot about that.
So that's where most of your hours.
I didn't know there was a Tarzan world.
See, well, there you go.
Yay.
What kind of questions do you have? Because you're a Disney fan, not necessarily a Final Fantasy fan.
We'll do a fire round of asking what
do you want to ask? What worlds are in it, or what?
I mean,
what interests you about it?
Do I want to know what it is, or do I want to be surprised? Because if I play it, I might get more excited if I'm like, oh, this is a world. Do I need to know? Do I need to?
I think if you're expecting just Disney, and you go into the first game, for the first couple of hours, you're gonna be like, well, there's some Disney characters here and there, but this is not what it, the box art looks like. It's showing Mickey with
some Disney characters are in the game, but they don't have worlds.
Oh, How much knowledge should I have of like Final Fantasy?
None whatsoever.
You don't need it. Like
Even for Disney, you don't need it. You can like, I don't know who and where you are, but if you don't know anything about Disney, you can jump in, because a lot of, especially for the first game, a lot of it is the movie. You're playing through the movie, except Sora is like your insert fan fiction character.
Yeah, it's so. Like, and with the Final Fantasy thing, don't let that daunt you, because like even when people like Cloud and stuff show up, Sora doesn't know who he is anyway, so Sora's meeting him for the first time just like you are.
What would be the best place to start? I mean, Kingdom Hearts, the first one?
Yeah, pretty much. Usually what I would say is to start in like the order that it came out. That's the safest bet. But a couple of games kind of break that rule. You can start anywhere.
From what I remember, like some of like the DS or 3DS ones.
Some of them are prequels, some of them are sequels, some of them are in-betweeners. So the first game that came out, Kingdom Hearts. That is the first place I think you should start. Because Kingdom Hearts is a very good structured game. However, they very much improve on the battle system in the next games. So if you start with 2...
the battle system's way better. And I noticed that because I just recently played 2 for the first time. And man, it was a world of difference. Because I remember playing the first one a while ago and just struggling with the combat system. Some of the bosses were harder than they seemed like they should have been.
Yeah. Wait, did you go back and beat the first one and then play the second one?
No, I played the first one a long time ago, and I just went to play the second one.
Gasp. No, but yeah, like that's why I recommend to people is play the first one, because it's the older one, it has the older mechanics, which that sounds like bad, but no, it's actually a good thing, because when you go up to the newer ones, you'll realize, wow, they've really improved the fighting system in this game, and they have. I still love, because the thing about the first Kingdom Hearts game, it's very structured, it's very fast-paced and timing, especially, not fast-paced, that's totally total opposite of what I was trying to say.
Well, it's more fast-paced than like a Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
It's not like back and forth. There is an action system to it. It's God of War-esque.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is more slower, and the hits feel heavier, and it's a lot more time-spaced. I know that's like the gaming journalism description of everything is more Dark Souls, and I guess that's the thing for Kingdom Hearts, because I feel like it's a little bit harder than the previous ones, because you move a lot slower in this one, so you get hit a lot more, which in Kingdom Hearts you could literally glide and just fly anywhere and just go so I recommend playing Kingdom Hearts 1 first, and also because it's the best one. Nextly, it really depends on what type of gamer you are. This is where people get caught on where to play next. Because like you said, you played Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
But technically, chronologically, even chronologically story-wise and chronologically release-wise, Chain of Memories came out right after Kingdom Hearts 1. But it was on the Game Boy Advance. And also, the gameplay is completely different. You like numbers, you like math, you'll love Chain of Memories. So
I didn't say I like math.
I'm in numbers. Okay, it's not math. It's not math.
Yeah, I've been recently playing that one, and it's all like a card-based system.
I feel like this one's the fastest-paced one, not because of the movement, but because you have to think fast.
It is like it's kind of weird because enemies have. Okay, so you start off. You have this deck of cards, and you have to build it by getting more more cards for your deck, and the whole way you fight is like your enemy will throw down a card, and it's still like action. It's not like turn-based, but your enemy will throw down a card, and if the value of your card is under that, then his attack will go through, or vice versa.
Yeah,
and, you can chain together cards for higher values.
Yeah.
Sounds really boring, but it actually is really fun.
It wouldn't work in real life. Like if you wanted, like that sounds like, man, they could make a board game or card game. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It would not work.
It's really weird. It's because like everything about like when you describe that just sounds terrible.
Yeah, but it's really fun.
I think one of the things though for me, the reasons why I really like it is I didn't play the PS2 one, but the GBA version has the 16-bit graphics.
Yeah.
And it's like a Super Nintendo Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
And I'm a sucker for sprites, and so like seeing all the Disney characters and sprite work and stuff, it like.
So my Kingdom Hearts boring you? I'm sorry. it's late. She just
So
got.
I guess we're not doing a good job of getting the beginners in. So Haley, where should we go after Chain of Memories, since our beginner here might not like Chain of Memories?
And then after that, go straight to 2. A lot of people argue that 2 is the best one.
Okay. Out of points.
Yeah, I do think 2 is the best one gameplay wise.
Yeah.
But story wise, I'm kind of like, It makes it sound like I hate 2. No, I love 2. I love 2, but I love 1 more. So then again, like I said, it might be holding up by nostalgia. The reason why I love 2, but I love 1 more, or 1 and Chain of Memories. Even Chain of Memories actually beats 2 for me, just because I'm such a sucker for like story-based things, and this one has a very good story. But the themes in these ones too are very, direct. Like this one is friendship. This one's obviously memories and how your memories changes who you are. And you haven't beat Chain of Memories, but Sora becomes a completely different person once his memories start getting messed with. And you're just like, wow, this is not the Sora I remember. The little themes in that one are a little bit more direct. Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't necessarily have a straight narrative theme, or at least I need to replay it to remember it. I haven't played 2 in like a couple of years.
Well, 2 gets really confusing with when you get to your main bad guy and what happened to Riku, which we won't spoil here since it's a beginner's guide, but when you get to that part, if you're confused, it's okay because everyone is. I don't think anybody knows the Ansem circle.
I've been here since day 1 and I still have questions. Like if you kind of like, that might be it, just stay at that. Because Nomura is going to change the rules in the next game.
But the biggest thing I will say about this one is when I originally played the first one, I went straight into the second one. Didn't finish it because I didn't get past the intro. So explain the intro. I know you love the intro, but why should we stick past the intro? What is the intro in this one, and why do so many people have a problem with it?
I mean, I'd say I love the intro. Okay, I will say, for those of you who have, if you're just watching this because you love Kingdom Hearts and just literally having a conversation about Kingdom Hearts, get you going, my favorite character is Roxas. A lot of you are probably already like on their keyboards like, Roxas, that emo little punk. No, I love Roxas. I grew up during like, the 2000s anime where like emo boys and like edgy boys were like the thing. So like Jesse McCartney and emo boys was like it for middle
Jesse
school.
McCartney's not exactly an emo boy.
No, but I'm talking about emo boys and then plus Jesse McCartney.
Okay.
I thought they were the same thing.
All right.
But yes, the prologue in Kingdom Hearts 2, he plays a character named Roxas. I'm not gonna tell you why he's there or what he's doing, but there's not really any conflict. And the prologue of Kingdom Hearts 2, it's literally just living out Roxas's last 7 days of his summer vacation before school starts. So you're kind of like asking the question, like holding the controller, like why am I playing this? Where's Sora? Where's the Heartless? You see these like white slinky things that look all sexy and all stuff, and you're just like, what are these? I'm uncomfortable. This is a kid's game. But I power through it once the story gets going. It's once you get past that. Okay, how about this? What I recommend when you get to Kingdom Hearts 2, and if you want to replay the game, make a separate save file on the 6th day. So when you do want to replay the game, you don't have to do Roxas's prologue all over again. You can just start on the 6th day and just go from there. So there you go. I just saved you like 6 hours of your time.
I noticed though when I did play it for the second time, it didn't bother me as much. I think one of the things that's kind of weird and contradictory about it is that most like Final Fantasy games have big, long, maybe 5, 6, 7 hour intros where not really much anything happens. But for some reason with Kingdom Hearts, when that happened, people were more upset about it.
Yeah, like
which is kind of weird. I guess because it is a more action-oriented game.
I mean, Persona 4, you don't even have any sort of combat for like 6 hours. It's literally just dialogue.
That's
you don't
true.
even get to move the character. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a little... I mean, but he is my favorite character, but he's not my favorite character because of this game. It's actually my favorite character because of the next game.
And the next game is... So that is...
358 days over 2. Not 358 days, or no, 358 over 2 days. It's 358 days over 2. Because 358 days, that's how many days Roxas was a part of Organization 13. That's minus 7 days. Plus the 7 days you play in Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's divided between 2 people, Roxas and Xion. Thus the name. I explained it for everyone, so now no one will bicker in the comments.
So technically this one is like Chain of Memories where it takes place before 2 then.
Yeah, it does. Like, it takes place during like the middle part of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay.
Completely over this, and then right here.
Okay.
And it starts at Kingdom Hearts 2. But I wouldn't recommend playing that until after you beat 2.
So this is something like if you get past this point and you're like, I need more, then go into that. It's not necessary, right?
It's not necessary. Actually, I don't know. With Kingdom Hearts 3, it might be necessary. There is no such thing as an unnecessary side game in Kingdom Hearts.
Recoded?
No, the because they bring up fair points that you need to know in that one too.
Okay. But then we have this one. Explain this one to us.
Birth by Sleep. See, this is where it starts getting question-y. Well, I mean, I don't know. The beginning of the game is where it starts getting question-y on where to start. But this one is a prequel. So you're just like, oh god.
So before 1, right?
10 years before 1.
Okay.
So you see baby Sora.
Really?
Yes, he's like 4. He's adorable. He's
I didn't know that Sora was any part of this game.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I mean,
Beginner's guide, my ass.
I mean, it was in the trailers.
Okay.
It came out, when did it come out? 2010. If you watched the trailers in 2010.
So explain, what is the plot of this then?
This one takes place 10 years before the first game, like I just said. This one is about 3 Keyblade trainees. So this is when Keyblades were kind of like a deal. Like everybody knew about the Keyblades. The worlds were still connected. And this one is... they don't throw in like Heartless, they're unversed. This is when they start like Heartless, those aren't...
So Heartless haven't happened yet.
Heartless actually aren't a thing until Kingdom Hearts 1 comes out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's why everybody's like, what are the
So what are your bad guys then?
They're the unversed, and if I explain what they are, it's a spoiler.
Okay, so we don't want to know what the unversed are, but we know they're not there. Now I've heard some weird things about this. There's a party game mode.
There is.
Is that part of the like story of the game or? Okay.
It's literally just there because you go to like Disney Town and all that stuff, and so this one takes place 10 years prior, and it's kind of about the fall of the Keyblade Masters. This one, I really like the story in this one. It's not my favorite just because the combat feels, I don't know, the combat feels a little wonky on this one. Maybe just because it was on the PSP.
Yeah.
That one is, I don't know. They tried to make it like a PS2 game, but it didn't really work for the PSP. I don't know. It just they changed the combat up a little bit much. That one you had to kind of like synthesize your moves a little bit more, while in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 you could just like buy them. So this one you had to put a little bit more work to be a badass in this one. I was like, work? Psh. So this one is really good. This one, you could technically play this one whenever. You could technically start with this one if you wanted.
Okay, so if you started with that one, you wouldn't, it wouldn't mess up anything.
I would recommend playing this one before Dream Drop Distance.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's go to that next then. So
yeah, but this one you could play. Birth by Sleep you could play at any time. So that's the one that's kind of the most flow.
Explain this one. So this is the collector's edition of the Kingdom Hearts 3D Birth by
Dream
Sleep,
Drop
3DS.
Distance.
Yeah, Dream Drop Distance, not Birth by Sleep. Sorry.
Dreams drop my ass.
Why are you negative towards this one? What is this one about? This is the last in the timeline up to this point, right?
Yeah, but besides 2.8, which you don't have. Oh, I should have brought 2.8. Okay. My bad, guys. Sorry. 2.8 is just a demo, this game, and a movie. So I mean, why bother? Okay, so Dream Drop Distance is supposedly the last game that you need to play before Kingdom Hearts 3. And then Nomura changed his mind and came out with 2.8. And we're like, okay. So this one takes place at the very end, after Kingdom Hearts 2 and everything. It actually takes place straight after Kingdom Hearts 2. And this one is about Sora and Riku. Yeah, that's not spoiler. Sora and Riku doing their master exam to become Keyblade Masters. This one has the opposite problem of 358 Days Over 2. 358-2 has an amazing story and atrocious gameplay. This one has amazing gameplay and atrocious story. The one thing I liked about Kingdom Hearts.
One thing I remember about this, because I played a little bit of it a long time ago, and that was like you had like 15 minutes to play as Sora, and if you didn't beat the boss, then it shot you as Riku, and then you had to try to do it again as Riku.
Yeah, they throw in like a sleep mechanic where you only get a certain amount of time to play with one character, and then unless you rack up points to like increase your time, it stops no matter what you're doing. If you're in the middle of a boss fight, tough shit. You're going to the next character, and you're like, okay. And here's the thing about boss battles: you start from the beginning of the boss battle again.
Yeah.
So it's just
that's pretty terrible. But this was probably the best way for any person to get started in the Kingdom Hearts universe. So explain, what is 1.5, 2.5? What is a remix? Why is there a remix?
Yes,
what's
these are
the point
remixes.
of this?
Okay, so this Square Enix finally decided that their plan of putting multiple games on multiple consoles was a bad idea, so they're like, we're just gonna put all the games together, and you're like, you should have done that in the first place. So Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. I gotta read it. We know the names are bad. We know. So 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. So numbers. I know. Didn't we tell you that Nomura loves math? So the thing about Kingdom Hearts is that this is all of the games besides Dream Drop Distance together. So if you want to get into Kingdom Hearts, this is the thing to get. It has all of the expanded content, all of the hidden bosses, because, now I gotta explain what remixes are. The thing about remixes is they're kind of like your Game of the Year edition before DLC was really a thing, because there was the internet on the PS2, kind of. So these were this has all of your extra content on it, which I have the remixes on the Japanese version, because America didn't get it until this. So this has all of the extra content. They actually added extra bosses, which are your hidden bosses that are super hard. Don't do it. Run away. Unless you want to 100% the game, then go ahead and do it. So it's pretty much these two games and all of this together. The one different thing about it, though, is that it doesn't have the gameplay for 358 Days Over 2, and it doesn't have the gameplay for Recoded. They're just the cinematics, and they added new cinematics, which you don't really need to play those games, because trying to convert DS games to PS4 is
that wouldn't really work.
A task. Yeah. So this is the thing to get, especially if you want to get into Kingdom Hearts. Here you go. She already has it.
Yay!
So, yes, but what games do you think
are essential?
Are necessary? Like, you can leave out. Pick me 3 games that are essential to play in this series.
Oh, essential! I thought you meant to skip, but I'm like, oh god.
No, essential.
Yeah, essential.
Like you have to only play 3 games in this series without knowing any of the other 3 or any of the other games. Which 3 games must a beginner play? Ladies and gentlemen, she has made her selection. Tell us which games these are. So.
Ignore that these are remixes. I didn't have the PS2, like the original American versions with me. Yeah. I'm sorry, okay? So 1, obviously, because it's kind of the core. I mean, even though, even some of the rules in the first one, you get to throw out the window, because Nomura threw him out the window when he was writing the thing. And we're like, okay. But 1 is kind of your main one you need to play, also because it's the best. And 2, definitely, because 2 is where, besides Chain of Memories, this is where Organization 13 becomes a big part of the series. They don't actually, in Chain of Memories, they don't actually call them Organization 13.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was really strange, yeah.
They tried to pull a mystery thing, which it's like, this isn't a mystery game,
Yes.
So this one, because when I actually played the game, I actually played Kingdom Hearts 2 before Chain of Memories.
Okay.
So, and I still became a fan. So if you had to play 3, it would be these 3s. But definitely Kingdom Hearts 2. This is obviously everyone's favorite, and this is where the main story branches off from. So if you didn't play this one, you're going to be more confused than you usually are. And then definitely Birth by Sleep. The reason I say Birth by Sleep, I know I didn't really talk about it much when we were going over it, but the reason that Birth by Sleep is the most important is because I'm pretty sure it's going to become a big part in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
Obviously it was 10 years in the past, and I don't want to necessarily spoil why these characters are so important, but they are very, Aqua had her own, demo. She's probably important. So definitely Birth by Sleep. Just because these characters, I can't explain why they're important, but they are literally the reason that this game happened. Okay. So it's kind of like, if you skip them all entirely and then jump to 3, you're gonna be like, who are these new characters? And they're not new. So, I'm not doubtful Nomura will add new characters and, add more to my sorrow. But, these are the 3 that you need to play for Kingdom Hearts 3.
No, but thank you, Haley, for coming and sharing this Kingdom Hearts knowledge. Hopefully this helps some people out. And any place we can find you, Twitter or anything? Or?
I do have a Twitter. You can find me at iHamley on Twitter, or just at Dadass Assassin. That's my Twitter name. And I'll be back. This is actually the second episode that I've been on, so thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course.
It's been really fun doing this, but I'll be back, because we're probably thinking about doing a Kingdom Hearts playthrough, especially for her, because she hasn't played it.
Yes.
So yeah, if we start one of those up, we'll let you know all the details about it. But I'm Mothman Media, and this is my wife, Kenzie Mackey. And
I'm Haley
you
Mailer.
can always find us on the WTFGamersonly Show. We try to do this weekly, and we also have a lot of great articles over on WTF Gamers Only blog, so check that out. There's a Discord you can join if you're looking for anybody to game with, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. But once again, thank you, Haley, and thank you, Kingdom Hearts fans. So get out there.
And soon to be Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yes, and you too.
Alright. Her.
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll convert you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Bye.